It only takes 1 minute. I can teach you how to make industrial grade yogurt at home. I am a food R&D, food research and development, and this should be the most detailed yogurt making tutorial. The raw material can be fresh milk. The taste of fresh milk is better, will be a little better. The second ingredient is lactic acid bacteria.
Industrial lactic acid bacteria are generally imported.
Generally, it will be used by CHR Hansen and Lister.
Let me show you this. Different strains you use. The effect of the yogurt you make will also be different. If you use a more viscous lactic acid bacteria, yogurt will be thicker and more viscous. If you want to make a more stretchy yogurt, then you should use a more stretchy strain. It depends on the type of yogurt you make. You should choose the corresponding.
Use pure lactic acid bacteria strains.
Or use the yogurt sold in the supermarket. They both have their own advantages and disadvantages. Pure lactic acid bacteria.
The advantage is that the quality can be guaranteed.
The downside is that it's more expensive. The ready-made yogurt sold in the supermarket and add them to milk to ferment. The advantage is that it's cheap and convenient, but the downside is it's hard to control the quality of your yogurt. If you operate improperly, it may be infected during the fermentation process, such as mold or yeast. You may get diarrhea. The industrial method is to use pure lactic acid bacteria. If you want to eat sugar, you can add white sugar. The recommended amount is 6 to 8%. You can test it according to your own taste.
If you want to eat 100% sugar-free,
you can just add milk and lactic acid bacteria.
if you don't have strict sugar control requirements.
And a slightly better taste. You can add lactase. The function of lactase is to break down lactose in milk into glucose and galactose. It will have a slight sweetness. Let's start our official production tutorial. First, take a small pot. Boil your small beaker. The purpose of this step is mainly to sterilize it, so that your yogurt during the fermentation from being contaminated by bacteria.
Let's cover these 2 bottles of milk with plastic wrap.
You wrap it with the plastic wrap. Put the rubber band on the plastic wrap.
The next step is to put these 2 cups of milk
Into a constant temperature water bath pot.
If you don't have a constant temperature water bath pot,
You can use a yogurt maker instead. Fermentation temperature is also important.
which can be set at 22 to 36 degrees.
The cheese flavor will be stronger. If you want to ferment faster and a stronger milk flavor, you can use 42 degrees. If the yogurt doesn't reach the fermentation temperature, the fermentation time will be long. That's why many people fail to make yogurt at home, fail to make it successful. When the fermentation temperature reaches 42 degrees,
We can add industrial starter to it.
industrial lactic acid bacteria has a high bacterial content. That's enough. We will take it to the refrigerator for fermentation. We put it in the refrigerator. For those without a fermenter, you can use a yogurt maker instead. If you are fermenting at 42 degrees, it is recommended that you take it out. Take out your yogurt and check it. Ferment yogurt at 32 to 36 degrees. It is recommended that you take it out. Take out your yogurt and check it. After the fermentation is over, it will solidify. Usually, we can test its pH value, less than 4.6. It means our yogurt has been successfully fermented. Or the acidity. This is an acidity titration meter, which can be used to test the acidity of our yogurt. If you don't have a pH meter or acidity meter, you can taste it directly with your mouth to see if it meets your taste. When our yogurt is fermented, there is an important step called curdling. After stirring it evenly, put it in the refrigerator, and you can take it out to eat the next day. Let me summarize for you. Why so many people fail to make it? They fail to make it first is to use fresh milk as much as possible. Second, use pure bacterial powder. Thirdly, the fermentation temperature is 36 degrees or 42 degrees Celsius, and keep it at a constant. Temperature control of yogurt fermentation is very important. When your yogurt is fermented, the more you stir and cut, the smoother your yogurt will taste. If you don't want to stir it, it will be like tofu cubes. It depends on your personal preference. Then, our yogurt tutorial ends here. You can put your yogurt in the comment section. This is Fai Hong and Xiaomi's yogurt channel. See you next time.